So we are here today with Bushbalm's in-house esthetician, Kim Avalos from Wax Junkie. Hi, Kim.
Hello, Cheryl. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. And I hear you're over in California.
Yes, I'm in
Nice.
Los Angeles, California, so I'm in the Valley.
Great. And so you have your own esthetician business.
Correct. I own two different businesses, but essentially the main one is Wax Junkie, and I'm a Brazilian wax expert and vajacial expert as well.
Great. Now, and you are using Bushbalm products. So tell us a little bit about the kind of products that you're using for your wax services.
Sure. So, Bush Balm right now has pretty much everything we need from beginning to end for us a full service. So it's really nice to be able to carry pretty much all the products that they have back bar and retail. So from waxing products, wax itself, pre-wax cleansers, oils, vajacial masks, even down to the vajazzles, which are a lot of fun. It's very exciting to be able to shop at one place for all of the essential products you need to run a successful business. So I'm always so excited and honestly quite happy to share with everyone who is a professional or just a regular client about the products, because it's very exciting to work with a brand that cares about the integrity and ingredients and all of that. Yes, so I do use all the products. Every single product that they have is available in my suite.
Right. And how important is ingredients to you in terms of creating your services?
It's quite honestly very important because we are working with the intimate area, and I think with technology and TikTok and all of the above, people have, started doing their own research and started kind of coming in with more questions and concerns about ingredients and certain products, pH balance near our vulvas. So a lot of people are very interested right now in ingredients, and I think it's so much fun to be able to like talk to a client and they ask about jojoba seed or grapeseed or tea tree oil, and you're like, oh, you've been doing your research. And so it's exciting to be able to offer products that ingredients are easy to pronounce and easy, like people have seen these ingredients before, so they know about these ingredients.
Yeah, I'm sure it gives your customer base a sense of security and feeling good about the service and what you're using, because they understand it and they are so much more educated these days.
Absolutely. And I do feel like we have social to thank for that. But it's also, like I said, exciting when people come in and they know a little bit more. And then you feel even more excited to explain these products and ingredients to them and how it's being delivered to their skin. And then even down to saying these are gynecology and dermatologist tested products. So that's also, again, like gives me way more confidence as a waxer and esthetician to use products that I feel are very safe for down there.
And there's such a range with Bush Balm. I mean, it's something that's relatively new to the industry to have this kind of range for waxing products. Um, Tell us about the vajacial.
The vajacial is honestly so exciting because I do feel there are not enough estheticians offering the service, and that's why we love to promote it, because it is one of those things where when somebody does research on it, like I'm probably one of the first people who pop up that offers this service. So it does help to bring in a lot of business, new business and revenue. And basically what it is a mini facial for the vulva area and the mons pubis. So we focus on hydrating, we focus on ingrown prevention, treating current ingrown. So we do extractions, we get into tweezing, and it's just perfecting it at the end. And I feel like, as somebody who worked at European Wax Center, for example, in my early career, you get 15 minutes with a client. So you really cannot, in my personal experience and opinion, give the most perfect wax experience. When you're a solo, for example, I can, block off 30 minutes for wax, a full hour for a Brazilian and the mini vajacial, and I can really take my time with the protocol. And I feel like that's what keeps clients coming back is that perfectionist environment that I create where I'm like, hold on, there's one more hair, or let me get that last ingrown. And then following it up with education, right? So you don't want to just offer a service to offer. You want to tell them this is going to help with brightening your skin. So hyperpigmentation is one of the biggest, and it's sad to say, but it's one of the biggest insecurities for a lot of people. And so I feel like I try to create an environment where I say, the J-Show will help with this. And if you do this once a month along with your wax, we can help to brighten your skin, soften the texture, and then we can go into retail as well and like plug in those products to help them continue that process at home as well. So yes, the vajacial is a very exciting, very, in my opinion, still a very new thing. And people are starting to really talk more about it. And I think that's, again, very exciting to be surrounded by your girlfriends or friends and be like, you guys, I had a vajacial. It was amazing. And then that's when people are like, what is a vajacial? What would happen? And then I think it's just such a great treatment to have available in your studio and to be able to offer that.
Yeah, I mean, as women, we go to the spa, we do all kinds of treatments on our face, on our nails, we do all kinds of treatments that we spend a lot of time on. And we cannot see down there. So it's really important to have someone who's a professional like yourself that knows, the proper things to do and to really take care of that area, because it is a different type of skin, right? Like different parts of your body have different types of skin. So they really have to be addressed properly with the right care and the right service and the right products.
Correct. And when people get off the table and they go into the mirror and they're looking, they're like, wow, like, I don't think people have experienced that ever. And to be able to offer that experience for the first time and over again is quite honestly just amazing.
Yes. So now it's that time of year where people are traveling. So are there any tips? Like, obviously before your trip, you want to go get waxed and do what you need to do. But then there's also maintenance after that. And, there's also sunshine. So do you have any tips regarding traveling after getting waxed?
Absolutely. So when clients come in and they say, it's my first time, I'm going out of town this weekend, or I'm going, a lot of my clients are traveling to the warmer areas right now. I do advise like the 24-hour rule. So no hot tubs, saunas, pools, sun exposure, intimacy, just because the skin is at its most sensitive time and you want to allow 24 hours for the follicles and the skin to fully heal. And that's why it's important to make sure that you wait at least 24 hours to do any activities. And once that happens, you're good to go. Sunscreen application is extremely important no matter what part of your body. So I would advise to make sure they're applying sunscreen. If this is a one-time thing as well, because some clients will come in and they say, oh, I'm just doing this for this trip, that's completely fine. But if they do want to continue the maintenance, I would say every 4 to 6 weeks they can come back. Also, if it's their first time, the results might not be as great because we're grabbing that hair from the root. And so there might be another cycle coming out. So I do sometimes, like on social media, I will say, you might want to get at least one wax before the main wax before your event or before your travel, just so that we can make sure you have the cleanest results. So with that being said, even if they're also on vacation, I would suggest maybe taking the travel size oil so that way they can continue to hydrate their skin. I don't ever travel anywhere without my Bushbalm products. So if I can check it into my bag, I will, just because I am a queen of nature. I love to do the same thing over and over again, and I love my results. So you will never see me travel without my Bushbalm oil and scrub. So I would suggest continuing the maintenance. If you're there and you just want to relax and just oil, you got to apply that Bushbalm ingrown oil in between.
Right. I love the fact that there's travel size products too, because that makes a big difference. Obviously, the full size products are really not good for taking it in your luggage, but that makes all the difference to have the travel size.
Definitely. And the oils are very, very travel friendly, and there's 3 of them. So there's the Nude, the Bermuda, and the Sweet Escape. So, if you want to take 2 of them or just one will be fine, especially if you're gone for a week or 2, one should be fine.
Right. Now, there is some amazing scents. There's so many varieties, and I hear there's like a new one coming out too. So, what are the flavors of Bush Balm?
So Bushbalm is so amazing because they do drop their limited edition scents. So I love to say this, like once they're gone, they're gone. And it honestly does help me, retell it a little easier because it creates a sense of urgency. Like if they don't have their hands on this, that's it. But it can range. I think that Bushbalm is also really great at dropping products at the best time possible. So Berry Crush, for example, is coming out, and that's going to be like the Valentine's Day scent. So it's going to be very sexy, very clean. It's still going to prevent ingrowns. It helps with brightening. It's going to do all of the things it needs to do, but with a fun, fresh scent. So yeah, they're constantly dropping it, and I'm excited because they drop it with the oil and the scrub duo. So you're gonna get the scrub version and the oil version together. So Very Fresh is the next one. And I know there's a lot of fun, exciting ones popping out this year. But in the past, for example, like Sugar Cookie was one of my favorites during the holidays. Cozy Cashmere was this year. That was very, very nice. And I think clients get excited for the new scents, and it keeps them motivated to continue their, skincare because it's never boring. It's always something fun.
Yeah, and it kind of becomes collectible too. It's like
Oh,
having a
absolutely.
fragrance, right? Like you don't just have one fragrance. You have a bunch of different ones depending on how you
Correct.
feel. Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
have the OGs, the originals. So we have, like I said, Bermuda, we have Nude, and we have Sweet Escape. So those three are like a staple piece in my studio because people recognize it, they know it. But whenever that new colorful scent comes out and it's on the shelf, automatically the questions start to come out. What is that product? I've never seen that one. The color, it's just always so much fun to see the product pop on the shelf as well.
Yeah, the branding is so beautiful,
Oh,
and
absolutely. It's the
I think
best.
it's a great idea that they just change the colors for each scent. I mean, it makes it easy to retail and easy to recognize on your shelves.
Correct. And don't get me started on the packaging. It's always so detailed and so beautiful. And like once I open that box, like it's very difficult to throw it away because it's so beautiful. And just again, like I'm always just in awe with the marketing and the products.
Yeah. So now you mentioned Valentine's. What are the fun things that we can do for Valentine's Day?
Automatically, the first thing that pops in my head is the vajazzles. So those are the vagina bedazzles. I do remember when I was in school, like a rep came in and she was talking about them, and we all looked at her a little cuckoo. But now I'm like, hey, do you want to put a bedazzle? And they're cute. They're like different shapes. So there's a heart one. There's like a cowgirl, a kitty. And then like during Christmas, they launched the Christmas ones, which are also very fun with like a little snowflake, a Santa hat. And again, these are just fun little things that your clients can enjoy right before even a trip. So like you can buy the four bejazzles and take that on your trip with you. You can just wear for that time being. I sometimes will give them to my clients so they can apply it at home. It's very, very easy to put those on, and those are a lot of fun.
So is it like a decal, kind of like a sticker idea, or?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like
yeah.
a little transparent sticker. So they just easy, just put it on dry skin, and you could put your oil around it. Just and it doesn't last for too long. It's one of those like 24-hour, 48-hour sticker. So that's why sometimes we'll give it to the client to take home so that they can use it at the proper occasion. So it's yeah, they're a lot of fun. Those when people come in, sometimes I'll even run a special like you'll get a free vajazzle, and I will get people booking just to get that little free vajazzle.
Yeah, and so the actual base of it will eventually come off in like 48 hours. Is that the idea? Like it's a full decal, or just the little gems themselves is what ends up sticking?
Yeah, just the gems itself will be like there's a sticker behind it, and it's very easy to apply, and it doesn't mess the wax or anything like that either. So yeah, they're very, and then there's four different ones. So you just stick it off and then you put it on. And once you're done with that one, you could throw it away or you could reuse it if you want. But there are four, so it's a lot of fun to just switch them out. And you don't have to apply it down there. You could easily apply it on your arm, your
Yeah.
back, your lower back. whatever you'd like, you can put it there.
That's so much fun. That's great. I mean, I know this was something that I've read and heard before too, but there's also coloring of the hair, right? So like red
Yeah,
for Valentine's.
I have seen some girlies definitely go above and beyond, and that is way
Leave a
outside of
heart
my.
shape or
Yeah.
something.
So and then that too, when I wax, like sometimes people will want to leave a strip or, triangle. I've been asked for hearts. I've tried. It's a little difficult to shape pubic hair, but one of the fun things too is like, for example, Bushbalm did drop like these stencils for, landing strips and things like that. Those were a lot of fun. And I remember I talked about it at one of my classes and it kind of popped off and I wasn't expecting that. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know if I was supposed to talk about these. And so sometimes I know a little too much and then not sure if I should mention anything or not. But those are fun too, because people do like, and I do feel that shaping is coming back. Like a lot of clients are coming in requesting a landing strip or some type of a martini glass, and it's exciting to see like a shift in hair. But again, like Bushball makes it easy for us, so I'm so happy that we have those. I
Yeah.
actually
Well,
do use those a lot.
but you really have to have that certain body hair type to be able to pull that stuff off too, because not everybody is capable of it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So the requests sometimes are a lot of fun, and it's fun to see what I can do with what I've got.
Right,
So
right.
there's never a dull moment in the treatment room, never.
No, it's so much fun. Well, that's great. I love talking about this stuff because it is actually kind of a fun topic and it's not so taboo anymore. It's
Oh, not
great
at all.
that, yeah, our customer base is knowledgeable and aware and able to have this conversation and to have Bush Balm as such a great product and range and brand to address all of this.
No, totally. I love it.
Yes. So I really appreciate our chat today and getting to know you and hearing about the biz and all the cool, fun trends. And would love to stay in touch. And so, where can we find you on Instagram?
Instagram would be @_wax junkie. So WAXJUNKIE. So we have to have that underscore at the front.
Gotcha. Great. Well, fantastic. Again, great chatting with you today, and stay tuned for our feature on Beauty Hub Magazine, and we will be in touch soon for sure.
Perfect. Thank you, Cheryl. That was amazing.
Thanks, Kim. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Okay.